Hey guys, here with Spencer Callantine with Nightscapes Lighting, and he's going to explain a little bit about what you do, how you do it. I have beautiful lights on my house, and it's because of y'all. So tell us a little bit about your company.
Yeah, well, we're super excited to be here. I'm Spencer with Nightscapes Lighting. We do landscape lighting is what we're mainly known for, but we also do holiday lighting, which is a ton of fun in the season. And then we also do permanent lighting, which is kind of a trending thing that's coming up.
Okay, awesome. And I know that our house was a huge project for you. We did the front, we did the trees, we did the back live oak tree. Tell me a little bit about why someone should do that compared to DIY solar on your fence or just the big, huge lights on your house.
Yeah. I mean, it's a totally different look, right? And it's a totally different feel. The biggest thing for us is our core belief is we just really want to help people feel like they're excited to come home again at night. And when you put together an entire system, you put it together with professional products, you're using the right materials. The system can last a long time, but also the difference in appearance and outlook is it's a completely different thing. So, for example, landscape lights, I actually like when our clients use landscape or solar lights because it's kind of like the gateway drug. When they are coming home and it's just totally pitch black dark, they try to use the solar lights. They put in a few in, and they kind of like it for a few weeks. A couple weeks later, they end up breaking or whatever the case is.
Along the sidewalk and you kick one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. For whatever reason, they end up breaking. But then they get used to having a little bit of light and it makes them feel comfortable coming home again. They like being able to see on their way home. Mm-hmm. It just makes them feel more comfortable and they like it. And then they call us. So then they call us and they say, hey, listen, we really want some professional lighting. And when they see it for the first time, it's transformational for sure.
Wow. Okay. And so this little guy that you brought, I'll let you hold it.
Yeah.
It's way smaller than something that I would buy at Lowe's or Home Depot to do what I thought was going to be the same thing. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, really good question. So the biggest thing when you're investing in professional grade systems, these guys, particularly here in the low country, you really want a brass fixture. So a lot of times what you're going to find in DIY is either plastic based or polymer based, even aluminum based. And a lot of guys will use them because they're cheaper to buy. They're not quite as expensive, but the brass is what you're going to want to use. If you think about that grill that you got at Home Depot that was really cheap for like $120. 2 years later, it is just pitted out, it's rotting out. It's very similar versus solid brass. That's the type of material that we're going to use here for all of our fixtures. The other thing that's significantly different is we obviously here in the low country get a lot of rain. So it's low country. They call it low country for a reason.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water. These little modules are probably the biggest difference between what we use and pretty much anyone else is using in this area. Most people are going to be using a lamp, something like this. Has a little socket in there and it fits in the fixture versus this module. This is actually IP68 rated. So what that means for you and for our clients and you guys as potential homeowners is that this thing can be submerged underwater and completely work fine. Cool. You can literally put this in a bathtub, plug it in, and it's going to work. So
it's going to light the same.
It's going to light the same. Okay. It's going to work. So it's waterproof. The other thing that's really nice about this is it has some dimmable capabilities as well, which we'll probably talk about in a second. But.
Cool. Okay. And so what is we saw this cool thing, but what is the hottest thing on the market right now? What's one of your favorite things to put in? What's a homeowner's like, Spencer, I need this?
Gosh. So there's probably two things that come to mind. One is, of course, most people know us for traditional landscape. So, if we're talking kind of on that vein, it is the dimmability, controllability. So a lot of people, what we found over the 5 years of doing this, we've done hundreds and hundreds of systems here in the low country, is everyone's taste is a little bit different. So some people want something a little bit more robust, and some people want something that's really subtle, really sophisticated with their design. And again, that's part of the reason why we went back to this module. Is not only is it waterproof, but it also gives the clients the ability to dim these down. So it gives them the ability to really dial in their design specifically for their tastes. And so when we install a system, we can put them in the right places. We can highlight the house if they want the house, highlight the landscape if they want the landscape, but it allows them to control the intensity. Some people want it to be more loud.
Okay, good. And so design to install, how long does that take?
Yeah, so really good question. So kind of the full process for us is people will call us for the consultation. We'll meet with them on property. We'll go through and find out what their vision is. Like, what are they trying to accomplish? Whether it's holiday lighting, whether it's landscape lighting or permanent lighting. And then from there, we'll go back and we'll do some design work. And so our team does some design work. We're a little bit different. We produce at least 3 different lighting designs for every single client that we do.
Okay.
So we try to give them options. Once we have that completed, we meet with them actually virtually. We meet with them virtually, share our screen. We show all the different options, all the different parts and pieces. They get to pick which one they like the best.
Yeah.
And then they move forward. And from the time that they move forward, it normally takes about 7 to 10 days to get the product, the specialized material in.
Okay.
And then we're installing. Install normally takes 1 to 2 days, depending on the type of project. So pretty quickly.
Okay.
So clients that invest in this, they can see that immediate, like, hey, 2 to 4 weeks later, they can see their house totally transformed, which is kind of cool. And then the biggest part that separates us is we actually come back at night. So once the system's installed, we'll schedule a nighttime aiming session, and that's where the fun happens.
Yeah.
That's where, like, I get to enjoy it with the clients. We get to see their house or their space completely transformed, and we get to make those small little detail changes. So that's kind of the whole process.
Good. And so, okay, so I hear 2 separate things that you do. You do lighting, like house lighting, landscape lighting, up lighting in general, right? And then holiday lighting. When is the goal to call you before they want their holiday lights so that they can get you on the schedule?
Yeah, that's a $1 million question. So with holiday lighting, for those that aren't familiar with it, it is at least the way that we do it is it's a white glove service. So people call us and they say, hey, I've got my grandkids, I've got my family, I've got whatever coming in. I don't do ladders. I don't want to do it, but I want my house to be festive for the holidays. And then we come in, we'll do design work for them. We'll install it. We'll maintain it through the year. And then the best part is we get to take it down at the end of the season. They literally don't have to lift a finger. So I always make a little joke. All you have to do is stroke the check, and we'll install it and kind of transform the house for the holidays. The timing is the biggest piece. If you're new to this and you're thinking, hey, this might be something I'm interested in, do not wait until the day before Thanksgiving or the day after Thanksgiving. That is the most popular time people call us. And now that we've been doing this for a few years here in the Low Country, that we're pretty much booked up by that point. So you really want to call. We actually have a promotion called Christmas in July. It's crazy. It's like 150 degrees out, but people are calling to book their holiday lights because it's such a short season. And
cool.
We do
okay.
Everything. So I would say call earlier than later. You know, if you're in that September, October timeframe, that's probably ideal. Give us a call. We can get you on the schedule. If you find yourself watching this and it's like right before Thanksgiving and you're looking to maybe do it, give us a call. We'll try our best. But if
next
the schedule's
year,
full, we'll get you
do it for the next year.
100%.
So, lasting thoughts for us, Spencer. Why should someone invest in Nightscapes lighting?
Oh man, I mean, that's a good question. You know, for us, the biggest reason why we really started the company was in landscape lighting specifically, it's kind of the Wild West. Like there's no licensing that you need because it's low voltage. There's no really design accreditations that you need to do this. And so you really truly get like the full spectrum of professionalism. You get people that are like, hey, I'll go to run Home Depot, grab some lights, sell them to you, and then install them that same day. Versus someone like us that kind of takes it to the other spectrum where we're very detail oriented. So the reason why someone would call us is if they're looking for professionalism from start to finish. They want that final product to kind of be a wow factor for them. They want to feel very safe and secure. They want to have a nice illuminated home from start to finish. You know, that's something that we can do. And again, investing in a system like this, it's not cheap. It's not a cheap investment. This is, quality product.
Right.
You're talking solid brass fixtures and things. And so ultimately at the end of the day, our clients, they want something that's going to last them a long time. And so when we install it, they're pleased with the service, they're pleased with the outcome, but most importantly, they're not having to reinvest in this system, 2-3 years down the road. This is something that's going to last them. And for homeowners, especially coming down here to the Low Country, whether they're coming here for maybe their last home, or maybe they're coming here for just to enjoy vacation, the last thing they want to do is deal with, a system that's not working.
Definitely. Faulty. When did we do mine? Like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Been almost 3 years
it
ago,
is perfect from start to finish. It's been great. So thank you very much. Well, if you guys have more questions for Spencer, his information is now on the screen. Thank you so much for coming to TLC Talks. See you soon.